Have you ever felt a sudden weight pressed down on your chest in the middle of prayer? A heaviness that makes it hard to breathe even though your body is fine? Have you wondered if that crushing sensation means something is wrong with you? Or if perhaps, just perhaps, something holy is trying to reach you from a place beyond sight? There is fear in that moment, isn't there? The fear that you're broken, that your faith is weak, that you're imagining things no one else would understand. But there is also hope, flickering like a candle in a dark chapel, whispering that maybe this strange burden is not a curse, but a call. You are sitting alone in your room tonight. The lamp beside your bed casts a soft amber glow across the pages of a book you've been trying to read for 20 minutes. But the words blurred together because your mind is somewhere else. Your hand rests on the blanket, and you notice how cold your fingers feel even though the room is warm. That coldness spreads through your chest, a peculiar ache that has no medical name, no diagnosis that a doctor could write on a chart. You close your eyes and the sensation deepens. It is not pain, exactly. It is something heavier, older, more insistent. You recognize it now. This has happened before. This is the moment when the veil between worlds grows thin and you are caught between what you can see and what you can only feel. This is not random. What you are experiencing is not the result of stress or fatigue, or some trick of your nervous system. The heaviness in your chest, the sudden inability to draw a full breath during prayer, the sense that invisible hands are pressing down on your heart, these are not signs of weakness. They are signs of spiritual attention. You are being noticed. Somewhere in the vast architecture of the unseen, a soul is reaching toward you, a soul trapped in the purifying flames of purgatory, crying out for the mercy that only prayer can bring. And you, in your small room with your cold hands and your confused heart, have been chosen to feel their need. The confusion you carry is being transformed right now into a meaningful call, a sacred assignment that few are given and fewer still recognize. Saint Seraphina knew this experience well. She spent years in a convent where the other sisters could not understand why she would sometimes collapse during Mass. Her face pale, her breath shallow, clutching her chest as though her heart might stop. They thought she was ill. They thought she was fragile. But Seraphina understood the truth. She wrote in her journal, discovered long after her death, "The weight I carry is not mine alone. It is the echo of a soul's longing for God, and I am the bridge they cross." She did not ask for this gift. She did not seek out suffering. But when it came to her, she accepted it as a holy burden, a way to participate in the great work of redemption that never stops, not even after death. Let me tell you what is happening in the unseen when that weight descends upon you. In the realm of purgatory, souls are being purified. They are not in hell. They are not abandoned. They are in a place of refining fire, where every attachment to sin, every lingering pride, every unhealed wound is being burned away so that they can enter the full presence of God. But they cannot pray for themselves. They can only wait. They can only hope. And in their waiting, they send out a silent cry that ripples through the spiritual atmosphere like a stone thrown into still water. That cry reaches upward, seeking someone on earth who is sensitive enough, open enough, willing enough to feel it, that someone is you. When the heaviness presses on your chest, it is because an angel assigned to that soul has directed their plea toward you. The angel does not force you. The angel simply presents the need, and your body, your spirit, your very breath responds to that presentation. This is grace in motion. This is the economy of divine love, where the prayers of the living can shorten the suffering of the dead, where your small act of intercession can unlock a soul's release into eternal joy. Your weakness is not a flaw. The fact that you feel these things when others do not is not a sign that you are broken or overly emotional or spiritually unstable. It is a sign that you have been chosen for a specific kind of mission. God does not call the qualified. God qualifies the called. And you, with your tender heart and your sensitivity to the unseen, have been qualified for this work. The souls in purgatory need advocates. They need voices. They need someone on earth who will stand in the gap and say, I will pray for you. I will offer this discomfort, this confusion, this strange heaviness, as a sacrifice on your behalf. You are that someone. Not because you are perfect, not because you have all the answers, but because you are willing to feel what others cannot or will not feel. Your sensitivity is your strength, your openness is your offering. But how do you know this is truly from God and not just your imagination or anxiety playing tricks on you? This is the question of discernment, and it is a good question. Spiritual experiences must be tested. The divine touch has certain fruits that always accompany it. When the weight on your chest is truly a call from a soul in purgatory, you will notice peace beneath the discomfort, not the absence of the sensation, but a deep, unexplainable peace that tells you this is meaningful, this is purposeful. You will also notice clarity. In the days following these experiences, you will find yourself thinking more clearly about your own life, your own sins, your own need for God's mercy, and you will notice compassion rising in your heart, not just for the souls in purgatory, but for everyone around you. You will become gentler, more patient, more aware of the hidden struggles others carry. These are the fruits of a genuine spiritual experience. If the heaviness brings only fear, only confusion, only a sense of dread that leads you away from God, then it is not from Him. But if it draws you closer, if it makes you want to pray more, if it fills you with a strange and beautiful sorrow that feels like love, then you can trust it. This is the signature of the Holy Spirit. When that weight descends upon you again, and it will, I want you to have a simple prayer ready. Do not try to construct elaborate words. Do not think you need to be eloquent or theologically precise. Just breathe slowly and say this in your heart. Jesus, mercy for the soul who calls to me. That is all. 11 words. Simple, direct, offered in trust. You are not guaranteeing anything. You are not performing magic. You are simply opening a channel for grace to flow. The prayer may not remove the heaviness immediately. That is not its purpose. Its purpose is to connect your will to God's will, to align your small offering with His infinite mercy. And in that alignment, something shifts in the unseen. The soul you prayed for feels the touch of divine love. The angels rejoice. The work of purification continues, but now with your cooperation, with your participation in the great communion of saints that stretches across time and space and even death itself. Are you beginning to see how significant this is? You are not just a passive observer of the spiritual world. You are an active participant. Every time you feel that crushing weight and choose to pray instead of panic, you are engaging in the ancient work of intercession. You are standing with the saints, with the martyrs, with all the holy men and women who understood that suffering offered in love has power. The souls in purgatory do not have social media. They cannot send you a message or leave you a voicemail. They can only hope that someone, somewhere, will notice their need and respond. And when you respond, when you whisper that simple prayer, you become their advocate, their friend, their bridge to the mercy they so desperately seek. You are not alone in this work. Even now, as you listen to these words, there are holy beings watching you with great interest. Saint Seraphina herself, who knew this burden so well, is interceding for you. She is asking God to give you the strength to continue, to not be afraid, to embrace this calling with courage and trust. The angels assigned to the souls in purgatory are grateful for you. They see your willingness. They see your tender heart, and they are working to support you, to protect you, to guide you deeper into this mystery. You may feel alone in your room with your cold hands and your heavy chest, but you are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses who honor what you are doing. They know the value of your prayers. They know the weight you carry. And they are with you. Every small act of faith you perform is seen and treasured. When you pray for a soul in purgatory, even if you do not know their name, even if you never receive confirmation that your prayer was heard, it is recorded in the eternal books. Nothing is wasted. No sincere prayer evaporates into the void. Every word, every intention, every moment of discomfort you offer in love becomes part of the great tapestry of redemption that God is weaving through all of history. You may never know in this life how many souls you helped release from purgatory. You may never hear their names or see their faces. But when you enter eternity yourself, they will be there, waiting for you, ready to thank you, ready to show you the joy that your prayers helped them attain. Can you imagine that moment? Can you imagine standing before the throne of God and having a soul approach you, radiant with light, and say, "You prayed for me. I felt your prayers. They sustained me. Thank you." The sign you have been experiencing, this crushing weight on your chest during prayer, is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to transform you. It is a doorway into deeper communion with God. It is an invitation to participate in His mercy, to become a vessel through which grace flows to those who cannot reach it on their own. Every time you feel that weight, you have a choice. You can shrink back in fear. You can ignore it. You can convince yourself it means nothing. Or you can lean into it. You can say yes. You can offer yourself as a living prayer, a bridge between the suffering and the saved. This is not easy work. It will cost you something. It will ask you to be uncomfortable, to feel things others do not feel, to carry burdens that have no earthly explanation. but it will also give you something that nothing else can give you: the deep, unshakable knowledge that your life has eternal significance, that your prayers matter, that you are part of something infinitely larger than yourself. Are you ready to accept this calling? Are you ready to let go of the fear that says you are imagining things and embrace the truth that you are being used by God in ways that are hidden but real? The souls in purgatory are waiting. They are hoping. They are listening for the sound of your prayers rising like incense toward heaven. And God Himself, the Father of all mercies, is watching you with love, with patience, with the kind of tenderness that only a Creator can have for His creation. He knows you are afraid. He knows you do not fully understand. But He also knows that you are willing. And willingness is all He needs to work miracles. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to do something. Sit in the silence for just a moment. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart and feel its rhythm. If that weight begins to press down again, do not resist it. Do not push it away. Breathe through it and whisper that simple prayer: Jesus, mercy for the soul who calls to me. Then let it go. Trust that your offering has been received. Trust that somewhere in the unseen, a soul felt the touch of grace because of you. And trust that this is only the beginning. There is so much more waiting for you as you walk deeper into this mystery, as you learn to recognize the voice of God in the strange and holy signs He sends your way. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt this crushing weight on your chest during prayer or meditation? Have you wondered if it was something more than just stress or anxiety? Leave a comment below and tell me your experience. Do not hold back. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear tonight. And if this teaching has opened your eyes to something you did not understand before, then do not keep it to yourself. Subscribe to this channel so you can receive more teachings from Saint Seraphina and the other mystics who walked this path before us. There are more signs to explore, more mysteries to uncover, more ways that God is trying to reach you through the experiences you thought were meaningless. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Maybe you know someone who has felt this same crushing weight and has been suffering in silence, thinking they are the only one. Send them this message. Give them the gift of understanding. Do not wait. The souls in purgatory cannot wait. They need your prayers now, tonight, in this very moment. And there will be more. Saint Seraphina left behind years of writings, journals filled with her encounters with the souls of the dead, her visions of the purifying flames, her instructions for those of us who are called to this hidden ministry. I will continue to bring you her wisdom, her guidance, her encouragement. You are not walking this path alone. You are part of a long line of holy intercessors who have carried this same burden, who have felt this same weight, who have discovered that their sensitivity was not a curse, but a gift given by God for the salvation of souls. So, take a deep breath. Let the weight settle where it needs to settle, and know that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you were created to do. Subscribe now, comment below. Share this with someone who is searching, and above all, pray. Pray for the souls who have no one else to pray for them. Pray with confidence, knowing that your prayers are heard, your offerings are received, and your life is a sacred bridge between earth and eternity. Do not wait. Do not wait.